Students, in this particular video we'll be studying about nucleus. Okay, we are on the topic part of the cell. Okay, and nucleus is one of the part. Okay, now coming to nucleus is situated at the center of cell and is spherical in shape. Okay, this is one of the most important part of the cell. The nucleus remains surrounded by a membrane called nuclear membrane. Okay, see, this is a cell and this is a nucleus, the middle one, and this is a very important part of the cell. It is also surrounded by a membrane known as nuclear membrane. Okay, now these nuclear membranes separate it from cytoplasm. This membrane is also porous in nature and allow regular movement of substance or material between the cytoplasm and the nucleus. Now this membrane is porous. Porous means it allows something to enter inside it. Okay, it allows something to enter inside it, and it also allows some substance to go outside it. Okay, now, depending upon the presence or absence of nuclear membrane, organism can be classified as prokaryotic or eukaryotic. The cell having nuclear material without a proper nuclear membrane are known as prokaryotic cell. Okay, see, this is an example of prokaryotic cell. Here what happens is there is no nucleus. Okay, the genetic material is spreaded all over the cytoplasm. Okay, but here the genetic material is concentrated inside this ball. Okay, why is this? Because there is a membrane outside the nucleus. Okay, in a eukaryotic cell there is a membrane outside the nucleus, and in the prokaryotic cell there is no nuclear membrane. That is why the genetic material is spreaded everywhere. Okay, nucleus contain genetic material, that is chromosome. Okay, now I think you got the difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. The main difference is prokaryotic cells, they lack cell membrane, and eukaryotic cell, they consist of cell membrane. Okay, and the genetic material is concentrated inside the nucleus. Okay, this is a picture of nucleus, and here the genetic material is spreaded everywhere because there is no particular membrane to keep them in a fixed place. Okay, now prokaryotic cell, example of prokaryotic cell are bacterial cell and blue green algae. There is small bacteria like algae, okay, which is also prokaryotic. And then coming to eukaryotic cell are the cell of ours. We are eukaryotes. Okay, like multicellular organism are known as eukaryote, and single cellular organism is known as prokaryote. Okay, now there is a small spherical body in the nucleus which is known as nucleolus. Okay, there is a small body inside the nucleus which is known as nucleolus. You see here, this particular round is nucleus, and this small black color dot, this one is nucleolus. Okay, nucleus also contain thread like structure known as chromosome. Nucleus contain a thread like structure, this thread like structure known as chromosome, and this chromosome carries gene. Okay, gene means a particular stretch of chromosome which is responsible to give us some kind of characteristics. Okay, gene contain all information required for the functioning of the cell. Okay, the chromosome present inside the nucleus are visible only when the cell divide. Okay, see, these genetic material consist of gene, different segment of gene. Okay, make a genetic material. Okay, it is responsible for giving us characteristics. Okay, now another thing, it has been said that we cannot see the chromosome. Okay, see, it is spreaded in a thread like shape. Okay, so we cannot see the chromosome, but whenever the cell is in the like verge of dividing, so a cell is about to divide, this thread like structure becomes chromosome. Okay, this thread like structure become like this. You see here, the thread like structure has become dense, right? This is chromosome. Same thing, this structure has only changed to this. Before it was like a thread, okay, everywhere in the nucleus, but now it has condensed into a chromosome, and this is visible only when the cell is about to divide. Okay, now in human there is a set of 23 pair of chromosome. Among these there are 22 pair of autosome and one pair of sex chromosome. Okay, in human we have this type of chromosome, that is we have 23 pairs of chromosome. Okay, that means 23 pairs means 23 and 23 is making 46 chromosome. Okay, and out of 46 chromosome 22 pair, okay, that is 44 chromosome are autosome. Autosome means they give us different characteristics, body characteristics, nature. Okay, and then last pair, okay, last pair is sex chromosome. That means that chromosome will differentiate whether you are going to be a boy or a girl. Okay, now this particular set of chromosome determine whether a newborn will be boy or a girl. Genes are the unit of inheritance in all living organisms. They control the transfer of hereditary function from one generation to other. Okay, and the gene, what are genes? See, different segment of gene, they combine together to form a chromosome. Okay, and they control hereditary information. Okay, that means from one generation to another generation how the information goes. For example, you have some characteristics familiar with your mother, you have some characteristic familiar with your father. How are you having that familiar characteristics? What is carrying that characteristics from your parents to you? Okay, that is gene. All right, and gene is present in a chromosome, and chromosome is found in a thread like form. Okay, but only when the cell is in the division phase it condense and form a chromosome. Okay, there are total 46 chromosome, and the which we call 23 pairs. Okay, and out of 23 pairs, 22 are autosome and one is sex chromosome. All right.